Welcome to Radio Finch. What we're going to do this evening is something country covers. Various artists doing covers of well-known artists' songs. And we're going to kick the night off with a little one entitled Crazy. And this is by Johnny Johnson.
Crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you loved me as long as you wanted. And then someday you leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? That my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, crazy for loving you.
You're listening to Finch Radio, and you're listening to Country Covers. And I'm Bruno Benning, and the next one is by Jed McCoy, and it's a little thing titled Country Roads.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, life is open. Older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mama, take me home. Country road. All my memories gathered round her, miner's lady, stranger to the water, dark and dusty, painted on the side, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mama, take me home. Country road, I hear a voice in the morning, calls me, radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country road, take me home to the place Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads.
You're listening to Finch Radio. This is Country Covers, and this is Kirsty Price. I'm Walking After Midnight.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me.
That's the lovely sound of Kirsty Price and Walking After Midnight. You're in tune with Finch Radio. I'm Bruno Benning, and you're listening to Country Covers. Now, the next one comes from a guy called Kramer, and it's an old one, and it's entitled Take These Chains.
Take these chains from my heart and set me free.
Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. All my faith in you has gone, but the heartaches linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these tears from my eyes and let me see just a spark of love that used to be. If you love somebody new, let me find a new love too. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Give my heart just a word of sympathy. Be as fair to my heart as you can be. And if you
no longer care for the love that's beating there. Take these chains from my heart and set me free.
Yeah, let's take these chains from Chet Kramer. This one.
Each time I see you again, I fall to pieces. How can I be just your friend? You want me to act like we've never kissed. You want me to forget, pretend we've never met. And I've tried, but I haven't yet. You walk by and I fall to pieces. Each time someone speaks your name, I fall to pieces. Time only adds to the flame. You tell me to find someone else to love, someone who'll love me too, the way you used to do. But each time I go out with someone new, you walk by and I fall to pieces. You walk by and I fall to pieces.
Yeah, that was Henry Haynes and I Fall to Pieces. You're in tune with Finch Radio. I'm Bruno Benning and we're doing country covers. The next one comes from Johnny Johnson, and He'll Have to Go is the title of the song.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. And you can tell your friend there with me, he'll have to go. Whisper to me, tell me, do you love me true? Or is he holding you the way I do? Though love is blind, make up your mind, I've got to know. Should I hang up, or will you tell him he'll have to go? You can't say the words I want to hear when you're with another man. Do you want me answer yes or no? Darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go.
Yeah, he'll have to go by Johnny Jules Johnson. We've got one for you from a guy called Paul Asker, and it's one of Johnny Cash's numbers, and it's San Quentin.
San Quentin, you've been living hell to me. You've ghosted me since 1963. I've seen 'em come and go, and I've seen 'em die. And long ago I stopped asking why. San Quentin, I hate every inch of you. You cut me and you scarred me through and through. And I'll walk out a wiser, weaker man. Mr. Congressman, you can understand. What good do you think you do? Do you think I'll be different when you're through? You bent my heart and mind and you warped my soul. Your stone walls turned my blood a little cold. San Quentin, may you rot and burn in hell. May your walls fall and may I live to tell. May all the world forget you ever stood. May all the world regret you did no good. San Quentin, I hate every inch of you.
That sound of Paul Asker and San Quentin from Johnny Cash, and that's a cover of Paul's. We've got another one from Kirsty Price, Little Thing, which was originally done by Crystal Gale, entitled You've Been Talking in Your Sleep.
3 o'clock in the morning, and it looks like it's gonna be another sleepless night. I've been listening to your dreams and getting very low, wondering what I can do. Maybe I'm being foolish, but I haven't heard you mention anybody's name at all. How I wish I could be sure it's me that turns you on. Each time you close your eyes, I've heard it said that dreamers never lie. Been talking in your sleep, sleeping in your dreams, with some sweet lover, holding on so tight, loving her the way you used to love me. Talking in your sleep, loving on your mind. Maybe I'm being foolish, 'cause I haven't heard you mention anybody's name at all. How I wish I could be sure it's me that turns you on. Each time you close your eyes, I've heard it said that dreamers never lie. You've been talking in your sleep, sleeping in your dream, with some sweet lover, holding on so tight, loving her the way you used to love me, talking in your sleep, loving on your mind. You've been talking in your sleep.
It's the lovely sound of Kirsty Price. You've been talking in your sleep, originally by Crystal Gal. That's a cover of Kirsty's. Next one comes from a guy called Big John Macy, and it's a little thing entitled Coward of the County, which was originally done by, as you know, the famous Kenny Rogers.
Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, but folks just called him Yellow. Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was just 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy, 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. It won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. For someone, for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms, he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, the Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky, and there was 3 of them. Tommy opened up the door and saw his Becky crying. The torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace and took down his daddy's picture. As his tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. It won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. The Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked in the bar room. One of them got up and met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." But you could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling were bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back, he let them have it all. When Tommy left the barroom, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for Becky, as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, promise you, Dad, not to do the things you've done. I walked away from trouble when I can. Now please don't think I'm weak, I didn't turn the other cheek. And Papa, I sure hope you understand. Sometimes you gotta fight when you're a man. Everyone considered him the coward of the county.
Yes, Kenny Rogers' number, Card of the County, done by Big John Massey. And this really is a very old 1950s number, but it's got a country twist done to it by Paul Asker, and it's a little thing titled Love Letters.
On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand. How you laugh when I cried each time I saw the tide wash our love letters off the sand. You made a vow that you would ever be true, but somehow that vow meant nothing to you. Now my broken heart aches with every wave that breaks over love letters in the sand. Now my broken heart aches with every wave that breaks over love letters in the sand.
That's Love Letters in the Sand by Paul Asker. As I say, going back to about the 1950s, the original song, and he's just put a little bit of a country spin on it. I've got one by Chet Kramer. Now, I have to be honest, this is quite an old recording, so it might sound just a little ropey, but we'll give it a spin. It's Jambalaya.
Goodbye, Joe, we gotta go, me oh my oh. We gotta go, pull the beer oak down the bio. My Yvonne, sweetest one, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, Philly gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jeremy oh. Pick it off, fill for a jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. Pippa-doo, funk and blue, the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come to see it on by the dozen. Dressed in style, go hog wild, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, Philly gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jeremy oh. Pick guitar, feel for a jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio.
forgive us for playing that one, but the thing is, believe it or not, that's on an old cassette track, and we found it in our archives, and it's about 40 years old. But I doubt very much if you can get hold of that anymore. It's Kramer and Jambalaya. Got another nice little one from Kirsty Price for you, and it's one of Dolly Parton's numbers, Jolene.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of man, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can. Jolene.
The sound of Kirsty Price and Jolene, an old Dolly Parton's number. You're in tune with Finch Radio. I'm Bruno Benning, and you've been listening to country covers done by a number of different artists, and we'll be calling upon all the artists on our Finch radio program lists and seeing whether or not they would like to be included in future shows, and do some covers for us of well-known artists. And we're going to play you out with one last one tonight, and this is another one by Big John Macy, and it's a little thing entitled A Boy Named Sue. Thanks for listening to Finch Radio, and we'll be back again, perhaps with some more country covers or something else for you. Enjoy. Bye for now.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much more than me, just his old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him 'cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was what he left when he named me Sue. He must have thought that I was quite a joke, got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some girl would giggle and I'd get red, some guy would laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen, roaming from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and the stars that search this honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was in getting to town mid-July and just had hit the town and the throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there's a table dealing stud. Sat that dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from the worn-out picture that my mother had. And I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and grey and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. And I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up and with a knife cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and he crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. Kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun and I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. And he said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I know I wouldn't be there to help you get along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's the name that helped you to make you strong." Yeah, he said, "Now, you just fought one hell of a fight. And I know you hate me and you've got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you did. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue." Yeah, what could I do? What could I do? I got out choked up and pulled down my gun. I called him my pa and he called me his son. And away he went away with a different point of view. I think of him from time to time, and I try every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm going to name him Bill or George. Any damn thing but Sue. I still hate that name, yeah.